Dear participants to the Sinergie SIMA Management Conference 2021, it's a pleasure for me to be here. I'm VINICIO di IORIO from Scuola Superiore Sant'Anna, and I co-authored this paper with Francesco Testa and GAIA PRETNER, both from Scuola Superiore Sant'Anna, and JACOPO CERRI from University of Primorska. As a corresponding author, I'm here to introduce our research titled 5 Shades of Plastic in Food, which circular packaging are Italian consumers more sensitive to. Plastics are ubiquitous in our lives. However, plastic waste mismanagement generates serious problems for the economy, our health, and the whole ecosystem. The circular economy paradigm aims at avoiding leakage of plastics into the environment by boosting new plastic solutions like compostable or regenerated plastics. Therefore, we aim to understand consumers' awareness of the consequences of different plastic packaging solutions into a circular economy paradigm. From a literature review, general public is concerned about plastic pollution. Specifically, people associate this problem with plastic packaging of fast-moving consumer goods. Therefore, they are in favor of alternative plastic solutions like compostable or recycled, even though they know just a little about them. To satisfy this consumption trend, fast-moving consumer goods firms are approaching the circular economy paradigm. In this regard, some questions remain unanswered. Indeed, trade-offs between personal aspects, healthiness versus sustainability, or functional aspects, quality of the content versus storage capacity of container, about food purchasing remain unclear. Also, a comparative study between different circular packaging solutions is still missing. Indeed, from a circular economy perspective, petroleum-based plastics represent technical nutrients for technical cycles. By contrast, compostable plastics are biological nutrients for biological cycles. Those strategical consequences of different circular packaging solutions are still unexplored, as well as the role of third-party certifications in enhancing their reliability. In this slide, we can see that compostable plastic is a biological nutrient. Recycled and recyclable plastic instead are technical nutrients. It is illustrated here that in biological cycles, nutrients can be reintroduced into the ecosystem, left side of the scheme. In technical cycles instead, nutrients must be reintroduced into the industrial process, right side of the scheme. So here, our hypothesis. According to the previous considerations, we expect that although the hype about the circular economy is high, consumers are not likely to imply different implications from the diverse circular packaging solutions while shopping. Given the greenwashing skepticism and the important role of third-party certification in mitigating it, we expect that consumers' purchase intention varies due to the presence of independent certifications or not. Previous experiments demonstrated that packaging visual attractiveness leads purchase intention. We tested the attractiveness of the textual claim. So, purchasing intention increases when purchasing claim is perceived attractive. According to the extant literature, perceived quality and eco-friendliness account while shopping food products. Therefore, when packaging material is perceived of high quality, purchase intention increases. The same is expected when its eco-friendliness is high. Since the global concern over plastic pollution is affecting consumption's pathway, it's reasonable to assert that concern over plastic pollution makes consumers likely to purchase sustainable plastic packaging. Concern over plastic pollution reflects into virtuous plastic-related behaviors like picking up plastic waste on the beach. Hence, consumers' plastic-related behaviors make them likely to buy sustainable plastic packaging. Since sustainable consumption underlies environmental concern, we expect that consumers' concern about global environmental issues foster their willingness to buy sustainable plastic packaging. The present literature provided that personal values, such as openness to change, also underpin sustainable consumption. Therefore, openness to change is expected to direct consumers towards more sustainable plastic packaging. By contrast, greenwashing belief is expected to discourage purchase of sustainable plastic packaging options. Finally, consumers sensitive to quality-price ratio are less likely to buy sustainable plastic packaging, since eco-friendly options are expected to be more expensive. To be concise, all the hypotheses are summarized here. To test the hypothesis above mentioned, we set a between-subject experiment on a representative Italian population sample of 1,236 individuals. As you can see, two versions of circular plastic packaging solutions, recycled and compostable, with and without certification, are compared with a control group. Each group counts the same number of individuals. Almost all the values are measured with a 7-point Likert scale, either bipolar, unipolar, or semantic. Cronbach's alpha is excellent in the majority of the cases, as you can see. Nonetheless, it is satisfying in all cases. Here are the results of the experiment. Those are the variables which are supported by the Bayesian Generalized Linear Model. Those instead which do not appear are rejected by the model. Among those supported, eco-friendliness and perceived quality impact the most. All the diverse plastic packaging solutions lead to a similar purchase intention with no significant differences. No matter the type of plastic, neither if they have or not a certification. Therefore, only hypotheses 2, 8, and 10 are rejected. All the others are supported. Since purchase intention is almost the same across all the stimuli, we can assert that consumers are not likely to imply the different consequences for the circular economy of their choices on the shelves. Nonetheless, it means that they are not adverse to alternative circular options to the traditional plastic packaging measured by the control group. Surprisingly, third-party certifications do not positively contribute to the purchase intention. It is coherent with the low level of knowledge about the consequences of each different circular packaging. Attractiveness, perceived quality, and eco-friendliness account as the most considered packaging attributes while shopping. However, attractiveness impacts negatively. Concern over plastic pollution, plastic-related behavior, and openness to change account as the most relevant consumers' drivers to foster purchase intention. In conclusion, this research sheds light on consumers' unawareness of the implications of different plastic packaging solutions for the circular economy. Also, it proves that independent third-party certifications are not able to lead consumers' choice. Ultimately, we demonstrate that which are the packaging attributes and the personal drivers that account the most while shopping circular packaging. Nevertheless, this study is not free from limitations, which draw avenues for further research. One is investigating why attractiveness impacts negatively purchase intention. The second is exploring new sustainable consumption drivers. And the third one is replicating this study in different sociocultural contexts. For any further discussion, here are my contacts, so we can get in touch. Thank you for your attention.